Hey everyone, and welcome to our self-care Yoga Nidra class this evening. I am just going to pop our playlist in the channel so everyone can see it. There we go. And guys, if anyone has any injuries that I need to know about or any questions that I can help with, just let me know in the chat channel. I will keep it up and near me, so if I'm looking that way, that's what that is. And I have popped a Spotify playlist in there as well. If you'd like to play my music, it's on Spotify under Liz Joy Oakley, and the playlist is called MoreMind Yoga. So what you will need for this evening, my loves, is a couple of big cushions or a bolster if you happen to have one at home, and a blanket to cover you for our Yoga Nidra meditation, and maybe just a jumper or something cozy to pop on as well, because when we come to the Yoga Nidra section of our class, you will be laying flat for around half an hour and your body temperature will drop a little bit, and it has been raining today in London, so grab yourself something cozy and a blanket as well, and just gather those things up next to you. And any questions, just let me know, my lovelies, and any injuries as well. And I will just tell you about the structure of our class tonight. So this is one of our MoreMind classes, and tonight we're going to work on really relaxing and moving into our parasympathetic nervous system. So we'll move through firstly some breathing practices and a gentle grounding flow to relax after what may have been a busy Monday for some of us. And then we'll move into our Yoga Nidra meditation, which will be about half an hour of guided relaxation. So get yourselves comfy, guys. You can sit on a cushion to begin, or you can be flat on your mat or your carpet, wherever you're seated. And let's begin by just bringing the hands to rest on the knees. So palms facing up. Closing the eyes down when you're ready. And just bowing the head for me. And let's start by just taking a few deep breaths to help to become present. Breathing into the nose. And let that exhale go through the mouth. Breathing into the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Taking one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And keeping your head bowed, keeping your eyes closed. Let's just take a moment to connect to a gentle, natural rhythm with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling just through the nose. You don't need an ujjayi for this practice, just a comfortable, gentle breath. So take a moment to just settle and find stillness. And keeping your head bowed, keeping your eyes closed, just lift your palms and bring them to rest over the heart space. And our focus for this evening will be around gratitude. Just inviting a little bit more gratitude into your practice, into your day. And gratitude can be a really powerful, simple but powerful practice of self-care. So what I invite you to do is bring a focus of gratitude into your heart. And that might be someone, it might be somewhere, it could be a word. It may even be something about yourself. Taking just a few breaths into that focus. Maybe curling the lips up in just a soft, relaxed smile. Relaxing the brow. softening the jaw. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Releasing the hands down next to you, keeping a nice long spine. Let's inhale and just reach the arms up, bringing the hands to prayer. And as you exhale, bring the hands down next to you. Nice, keeping the spine long, extending from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Breathe in and reach up. As you exhale, stretch out through the fingertips and bring the hands down. Nice, so getting a nice stretch through the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. And on this exhale, we're going to come down into a fold. So bring the hands down in front of you. Relax the head. Give the head either a gentle shake from side to side, or you can nod the head a few times, just thinking about releasing the neck. Lovely, guys. Breathe in a few more times. And on your next breath, slowly just slide the hands in towards you, bring the hands behind you. We're going to press the palms down, lift the heart up and draw the elbows towards each other. So we're going to puff the chest up and lift the heart up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, keeping a little bend at your elbows so you're not locking the arms and squeezing the shoulders together. I'm going to turn around just so you can see what I'm doing. So hands down, elbows towards each other and lift the heart up. So soft, soft elbows, lifted heart. One more breath. And one more exhale. Press down into the hands to lift. We're just going to take the arms up. Inhale, long spine. And exhale. Take the hands down, lift the knees and float over into your tabletop position. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Just move this away. And let's move through a few cat and cows. This is a really nice way to open and wake up the spine, especially of an evening. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, let the belly soften, lift the heart. And exhale, reverse that movement. So really pressing the hands down, curving the spine up, bowing the head. I know this feels simple, but this is a really great stretch out for the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, drop the belly. And exhale, curl the spine up. Lovely, guys. Couple more with the eyes closed down for me. Inhale, roll your body open, look up. And exhale, curl the spine up, bow the head. Inhale, roll the body open. And exhale, curve the spine up. Lovely. Come back to center, tuck the toes, lift the tailbone up, come to downward facing dog. Just taking a couple of breaths as you pedal out your feet and stretch through the backs of the legs. Relax the head while you're doing that. And just take a moment here to check in with how you're feeling, guys. So maybe even asking yourself the question internally, how am I feeling today? How am I feeling today? We tend to kind of get up, rush through the day with very little time for actually asking how we're feeling until something tends to go wrong, right? That's when we begin to notice. So relax the head, shake off any tension around the neck. And when you feel ready, you can begin to just pad your feet forwards to the backs of the wrists. I'm going to catch the elbows and come into a forward fold. So catching the elbows, little bend in the knees, little bit of softness if you need it there, guys. Straight legs if it's okay. Relax the head, let the arms, let the shoulders feel really heavy. And we're going to spend a few breaths here. So allowing the head to feel heavy. Nice. Allow the neck to be nice and long. And breathe for me. So staying in your fold, inhaling. Exhaling through the nose. You can even blubber the lips if you'd like as you exhale. Depends how you feel. Breathing in. Exhaling out. A few more breaths. Letting everything just dangle. We call this dangling pose in yin. So letting the upper body feel really heavy and grounding into the soles of the feet. Lovely, guys. Last breath. Last exhale. Drop the hands down towards the toes and slowly start to unravel, keeping that neck nice and long. Slowly, slowly unravel all the way up to standing. Come to Tadasana just for one deep breath in. One deep breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to step the feet back and come back into that tabletop position. I'm going to move through just a gentle flow. We're going to move through this about 5 times. So bring the feet together and sit yourself back towards your sitting bones. Relax the head so you're in your child's pose. And I'm going to show you what we're doing first. So we're going to inhale, ripple forwards and come to a low cobra. And then we're going to exhale and sit back to child's pose. Okay, so joining in when you're ready. Inhale, ripple forwards. And as you exhale back to your child's pose, feet come together. Nice. Inhale, opening the heart, dropping the belly, pressing into the palms, shoulders back. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, ripple forwards, come onto the knees. Exhale, ripple back. Lovely, guys. Moving with the breath. Inhale, move forwards. And exhale, rock back. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last one, breathing in. And pause when you're down there, guys. You can either stay low on the mat in a low cobra, hugging the elbows in, or you can press down and lift to come a little bit deeper. Spend a couple of breaths here. You might look back over one shoulder and you might look over the other shoulder. Come down onto the belly. And just take the arms behind you to stretch into the shoulders. You can either interlace the fingers or you can catch the elbows. Lift the arms away from the back. If you'd like to get a little bit more dynamic here, guys, you can float the legs up as well. Completely up to you. We'll take 3 breaths. Breathing in, feel the breath in the belly. Breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out. Last breath. Last exhalation. And slowly release the hands. Press yourself back into your tabletop. And from here we're going to come into a rolling panda pose. So make sure that the knees are stacked underneath the hips, the wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders. And we're going to take the right palm about 3 hands in front of where it is. So your arm is extended and straight. Turn the left hand up towards your heart. Thread your left arm under and come down onto your left ear and the left temple. You can pop a blanket or pillow underneath your head if that is uncomfortable for you guys. So you can either stay here if that's comfortable. You can press into that right palm, tuck the toes on the right leg and maybe have a go at straightening that leg out. You might like to walk your right foot around towards your left fingertips. That's just an option. And our final option to play with tonight is taking that right arm back and coming into a half bind. So see what feels best for you this evening. Closing the eyes when you're ready. And taking 5 breaths in the pose. Seeing if you can send your breath down to your lower belly. Lovely, guys. And what I'm going to invite you to do throughout our practice this evening is any time that you find yourself interrupted by a distracting thought, perhaps something from the day, a to-do list, what you might have for dinner later, whatever it is, see if you can interrupt that distracting thought with gratitude. And just see how that affects you mentally as we practice. Take 1 more breath. 1 more exhale. And slowly take that top arm down if it's lifted. Walk the right foot back if it's extended and come back onto the knees. Press the right hand away and we're going to inhale, take the left arm up. And as you exhale, float that left hand down. Walk the left hand out now, straighten the arm. Turn the right palm up towards your heart. Make sure you have enough space to thread your right arm underneath, coming onto the shoulder. And come into your rolling panda on the opposite side, guys, taking whichever variation calls to you this evening. So maybe you extend the left arm and keep both knees on the mat. Maybe you extend the left leg and walk the foot around, and maybe that left arm floats up. But listen to your body in this pose. So listen to what your body needs this evening, rather than what your ego is telling you to do. And take 5 breaths into the pose. Breathing in, lower belly. Breathing out. Breathing in, lower belly. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last few breaths. Lovely, guys. And in your own time, take your last breath in. Your last breath out. Slowly make your way back onto all fours, back into your tabletop. And you can either just bring the big toes together, sit yourself back into a child's pose, or you can bring the knees together and come into an extended variation that can be quite a nice deep stretch for the back if you're feeling a little bit stiff today, or if you've been sat at a desk or a laptop. This can be a really nice variation. You can even add in a shoulder stretch by interlacing the hands above you and then resting your head down on the mat. So whichever feels best for you, either your classic child's pose or your extended with knees together and arms extended up. And just breathe into where you are, guys. And the reason that we do a little bit of flow and movement before we come to our Yoga Nidra meditation in this class is because in the Yoga Sutras, it's taught that in order to find a space of meditation, in order for the mind to be ready to go there, to go to that place of calm, we practice asana, the physical movements, the physical poses to prepare the mind and prepare the body for quiet, for meditation, for stillness, for taking a meditative seat, if you will. So taking a few more breaths and just noticing if your train of thoughts has begun to maybe slow down. Maybe those distractive notions and ideas have begun to become less frequent. And without judgment, if you notice that your mind is still quite busy this evening, no judgment, just noticing. Keep coming back to that focus of gratitude. Keep bringing your awareness to your heart space. And you can ask yourself the question internally, what am I grateful for? Let's take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And slowly start to just make your way up, back onto your sitting bones. Sit back towards your heels. If your knees are open, just bring them together for me, guys. And inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Straighten the spine, tuck the tailbone so the back is nice and long. Take another breath in. And exhale, let it go. One more breath. One more exhale. Lovely, guys. Inhale, reach the arms up, keep the spine long. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to cross the feet and roll over onto our sitting bones from here. So we're sat flat on the mat. I did not intend for that to rhyme. Bring the soles of the feet together. So drawing the heels in as close as feels comfortable for the hips and for the lower back. Keep the spine long, lift through the crown of the heads. Lovely, keep the shoulders relaxed. And when you're ready, once you've found that kind of balance in this pose, extend the arms up towards the ceiling, gaze over the thumbs. Take a breath. And as you exhale, start to come down into a fold, but keep that length through your spine. So imagine a nice long line, a tunnel tunnel from your tailbone to your crown of your head as you begin to soften. Lovely, relax the head, bow, and then check in with the hips. See how the hips are feeling here. If it's a little bit too deep, you can bring the feet a little bit closer. If it's not quite deep enough, you can thread your forearms underneath your lower legs to get yourself a little bit deeper into this fold. So find whichever option feels best for you. And then close the eyes once you are in that fold, guys. Close the eyes down and breathe. Inhaling down to the lower belly. Exhaling out through the nose. Inhaling down to the lower belly. Exhaling out through the nose. Breathing in. Breathing diaphragmatically, filling the lower belly, filling the lungs, filling the heart. So we're using the full expansion of every breath. Lovely. Couple more breaths. And when you're ready, take your last breath in. Take your last breath out. And slowly just walk the hands back in towards you. We're keeping the feet exactly where they are and just bringing the hands behind like we did in our original seated fold with the legs crossed. So plant the palms underneath the shoulders, soften the elbows down and roll the shoulders back so your heart is lifting, really opening into your heart space here, guys, pressing the palms down. And you can either keep the seat where it is, you can keep the sitting bones on your mat if that is most comfortable for you. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper here, guys, press the ground away and begin to hover the hips up. Keep the heart lifted, keep the shoulders rolling back towards each other. Imagine you're wrapping your shoulders towards each other around a bolster that's behind you. And take a few last breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath in. Last breath out. Slowly lower the hips if they are lifted, guys, and draw the knees together. Lovely. We're going to come into a reclining pose next. So this is where you might need you will need your pillows. You might need a blanket as well, or a jumper that you can just bring behind your head. So bring the pillows behind you, and I'm going to show you the variations, the options for a reclining pose tonight, guys. So if you are feeling like you need a little bit more work into the hips, if that fold felt quite good, you can come into a reclining version by just bringing the soles of the feet together, drawing your bolster in and laying yourself flat, wrapping the arms around and just letting the arms fall out next to you. One option. Your other option is to come into a hero pose with the legs. So for that variation, you're going to bring the heels next to the hips, bend the knees, sit yourself back towards the ground. You can always pop a blanket underneath you if you need one. Draw the bolster or the pillows in and allow yourself to just drift down towards your supports. Close the eyes wherever you are. Make sure the neck is long or supported. Take a few breaths. And when you are settled, once you can find a comfortable spot to pause in, let's just bring the palms and rest them on the rib cage. So hands wrapping around the rib cage. We're going to spend a moment or two here just focusing on deepening the breath. So as you breathe, begin to send every breath firstly down into the belly, and then see if you can let that same breath expand and fill the ribs. So the ribs expand and you feel it in the palms. Breathing in. And as you exhale, let the breath empty completely. So it becomes almost like a wave of breath, inhaling down into the lower belly, inhaling up into the palms, into the ribs, and as you exhale, that wave reverses. So the ribs deflate first and then down to the belly. Breathing in, breathing out through the nose. Breathing in, lower belly, ribs, heart. Breathing out, heart, ribs, belly. Continue that just for a moment on your own. So connecting to the breath, and if the mind begins to wander, just guide it, anchor it back to that wave-like breath. Filling the belly, filling the ribs, filling the heart. And exhaling, deflating the heart, deflating the ribs, deflating the belly last. Lovely, guys. Take a last few rounds like that. After your last exhalation, your next one, just let the hands drift down next to you. Bring the hands alongside you. If your knees are open, guys, just draw the knees together and plant the soles of the feet flat. If you're in hero still, press down into the palms and just lift yourself up and back up onto your sitting bones. So bringing the feet down onto the mat, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Remove your pillows just to the side for now. We will come back to them in a moment. We've got time to come into a twist to each side, which can be really great at the end of the day for detoxifying. It's almost like wringing the toxins out of your internal organs. So come down onto your backs. And let's wrap the legs for this one. So take the arms alongside you. You can just bend the knees, guys, if that feels best. You can have them at 90 degrees. Or if you'd like to wrap the legs in a bind, take your right leg and wrap it around the left. Inhale to draw the knees in. And exhale, let the legs just drop over to the left-hand side. They can come onto cushions if they don't feel comfortable to come all the way down to the mat. Extend your right arm out still, but bring your left hand to rest on the knees. Turn to look away from the legs. Close the eyes. And take a few deep breaths into your twist. Breathing in, down to the lower belly. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in, lower belly. Breathing out through the nose. 3 last breaths. Staying anchored to your breath. And after your final exhale, turn the head just back to center. Extend the arms out alongside you, press down into the fingertips and roll back onto your spine. You can unwrap the legs if they're wrapped and just cross the, swap the cross of the legs. If you're just having the knees at a right angle, that's perfect as well. Inhale, draw the knees in. And as you exhale, let the legs just drop down to the right hand side. And you can always grab a pillow or two and pop them under the legs if you'd like a little bit of support, guys. Float that right hand onto the knees and turn the head to look over the left palm. Relaxing the shoulders, closing the eyes, and breathing deeply. Inhaling down to the lower belly, exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, lower belly. Exhaling, letting go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last few breaths. And after your final exhale, just allow the head to roll back to the center. Release the arms, press the hands down just to help you roll the legs back into the middle. And when you're there, hug the arms around the legs. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, and take a little rock from side to side. Maybe taking this moment to be grateful for your body. I think a lot of us are giving our bodies a hard time at the moment. So take this moment to feel grateful for your body, all the amazing things it does for you. And when you're ready, guys, we're going to lift the legs up, float the arms down just next to you, and just press the spine down into the mat. So your back is nice and flat, there's no arch there. Every vertebrae is connected to the mat, the head is relaxed. Inhale, lengthen the legs. And as you exhale, just let the legs float all the way down to your mat. And you can either stay flat, guys, if that's most comfortable for you, or you can bring your cushions underneath your knees. That can be a nice variation. Or you can put a cushion behind your head, maybe a blanket or a pillow behind the neck. And I would suggest wrapping yourself in a blanket or a jumper for our Yoga Nidra and getting yourselves completely settled for our meditation. So you can turn the lights off. We're going to be laying completely flat for the next 25 minutes together. And finding a comfortable final pose. So let's make any last little movements you need to make, like in Shavasana. We'll close the eyes down. And if you are new to Yoga Nidra, guys, Yoga Nidra is translated as yogic sleep. So I will guide you through a focused relaxation. This can be a really mindful practice as well. We'll bring awareness to the different areas of the body, and I'll invite you to relax them as we just slowly scan down the physical body. And what this does is it can really help to move us into our parasympathetic nervous system. It can help to activate the relaxation response in the body. It can help to improve sleep. It can help to reduce symptoms of anxiety, of stress, of depression. And it can also really help to connect you to your body and help to allow feelings, sensations, allow things to come up so that you feel a bit more connected to how you're feeling. So getting yourselves completely settled, closing the eyes, and we'll begin. Beginning firstly to just bring awareness to the face, relaxing the expression, relaxing the brow and softening the jaw. Bringing a small gap between your top and bottom teeth. And just connecting again to a gentle, natural breath. No special breath is needed for Yoga Nidra, just a comfortable, gentle breath. So without force, just finding a comfortable rhythm from inhale to exhale through the nose. relaxing the head, allowing the head to feel heavy, supported, and held by the ground below you, by the earth beneath you. Beginning to slowly move your awareness to the muscles in the neck, scanning from the top of the neck down to the base, allowing the neck to feel long, relaxed, and heavy. If you notice your mind wandering at any point, just guide the focus lovingly back to the sound of my voice, to your breathing. And what I invite you to do is imagine your awareness as a spotlight, shining your spotlight of awareness to the top of your left shoulder, and beginning to relax and soften every muscle from the top of the left shoulder down to the left elbow, letting every bone, every cell, and every muscle beginning to relax from the elbow down to the wrist. Allowing every muscle, every bone, and every cell to completely relax. Allowing the left arm to feel heavy, held, supported. Relaxing the left wrist, the left palm, the fingers, beginning to expand your spotlight of awareness and taking in the whole of the left arm, allowing every muscle, every bone, and every cell to feel heavy, to relax, and to completely let go. Slowly moving your awareness over to your right shoulder, shining your light from the top of the right shoulder, allowing that spotlight to expand, relaxing every muscle down to the right elbow. Letting every muscle, every bone, and every cell completely relax, to soften and to let go. Beginning to expand your spotlight from the right elbow down to your right wrist, allowing every muscle, every bone and every cell to feel heavy, to feel relaxed, and to feel held. Letting go of the right palm, the right fingers, the right wrist, to expand and open your spotlight of awareness from the right fingertips back up to the right shoulder, and allowing the entirety of your right arm to soften now, to feel heavy. Let it go. Shining your awareness to the top of the spine, beginning to slowly relax every muscle from the top of the neck, moving vertebrae by vertebrae down the spine, allowing every muscle in the back of the body to relax, to feel held, to feel supported, to feel heavy. Let it go. Allowing every part of you that connects to the earth throughout the back to press gently into the earth, letting go of any resistance, any tension in the back of the body. Slowly beginning to expand your spotlight of awareness, shining past the lower back, allowing the glutes, buttocks to completely relax and soften now into the earth. Letting go of any tension, any resistance. Slowly guiding your awareness to the heart. Beginning to relax every muscle, the front body, from the chest, past the rib cage to the navel. Allowing the belly to soften. And pausing your spotlight of awareness here. And just noticing for a moment how your belly moves with your breath. How the belly rises and falls as you inhale, as you exhale. And just connecting back to that steady, gentle flow, finding your personal rhythm as the belly rises and falls, as you inhale and exhale. Slowly moving your awareness now to the top of your left hip. Beginning to shine your spotlight down that left leg, beginning to soften and relax the muscles in the thigh, coming to the knee, relaxing the front of the knee, slowly moving your awareness down the left bone, every cell to soften, to feel held and supported, to feel heavy and completely relaxed. Letting go of the left ankle, the top of the left foot, the toes, the knuckles, the sole of the left foot. And slowly shining your light, expanding your awareness back up your left leg and allowing any last sensations of resistance or tension to melt down into your mat. Letting go. Beginning to shine your spotlight, taking it over to the top of that right hip now. And slowly guiding your focus down past the right thigh to the right knee, relaxing every muscle, every bone and every cell. The top of that right leg, relaxing the right knee, front of the knee, back of the knee. Softening every muscle from the right knee down to your right ankle. Slowly beginning to just shine your spotlight across the toes on the right foot, the bones, the muscles, every cell. Letting go of the right leg entirely now. Allowing it to feel heavy, supported and held by the ground below you. And keeping your awareness at the base of the body, I invite you now to begin to open your spotlights and allow that light to shine a little bit brighter, starting to take in the entirety of your being as though you are watching above yourself and starting to scan from the toes, moving up to the navel, to the chest and to the crown of the head. And as you scan throughout your whole body now, notice if there are any spaces that you might still be holding on to a last fraction of resistance. And if you notice any of those last corners, take a deep breath into that space. And as you exhale, let it go. Allow every muscle, every cell, every bone in your body to become soft, to feel held, to feel supported, to completely relax. And for the last few moments of our Yoga Nidra practice together this evening, I invite invite you to enter a space of rest, of self-care, and of total relaxation. If your mind does drift to other places and other thoughts, just lovingly anchor your awareness back to your heart and connect to something that you're grateful for. If you notice your mind beginning to wander, lovingly, without judgment, guide your awareness back to your heart space. Keeping your eyes closed, just bringing awareness back to the breathing. Taking a few deep breaths in and a few deep breaths out. And starting to just move the fingers and the toes. Keeping the eyes closed for now. Maybe extending the arms behind you and taking a long stretch. And when you're ready, you can slowly just roll over onto one side, coming into a fetal position. Just pausing there with the eyes closed as we prepare to just gently wake from our yogic sleep, our Yoga Nidra. And I'd like to just share a reading from one of my favourite writers, Jen Sincero. And she talks about gratitude a lot in her books. She said, gratitude is one of the strongest and most transformational states of being. It shifts your perspective from lack to abundance and allows you to focus on the good in your life, which in turn pulls more goodness into your reality. So staying exactly where you are on your mats, I invite you to just bring your awareness into your heart space and count 3 things you're grateful for from today. 3 things you're grateful for from today. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Press down into your top hand to lift yourself back up into just a comfortable cross-legged seat. Closing the eyes down and bringing the palms just to rest back on the knees, palms facing up. Bowing the head, closing the eyes. And let's close by taking a few deep breaths together, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale. And keeping the eyes closed, just bring your palms to meet each other and you rub your hands together. Once you can feel a little bit of warmth between the palms, just cup the hands over the eyes, bow the head. And let's just take a moment before we open the eyes and close our evening practice to set an intention around self-care for the week ahead. How can you practice a little bit more self-care this week and show yourself a little more kindness? And when you feel ready, you can just let the hands drift down to the knees. And slowly in your own time, blink the eyes open. Just slowly looking around the room. Just bringing your awareness back into the space you're in. And bringing the hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. I am so grateful to have shared this practice with you. If anybody has any questions at all about our practice this evening, please do let me know in the chat. I'll be here for a few moments with any questions. And if anything does come up later, you can always connect with me on Instagram or social media or email. My Instagram is LizJoyOakley and my email is liz@moreyoga.co.uk. And this class is part of our MoreMind program at MoreYoga, which is part of our commitment to supporting our community's mental health and holistic well-being. So if anything does come up or you have any suggestions or any questions, please do let me know. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And I hope everybody sleeps very well tonight, because Yoga Nidra, one of the great benefits of this practice is to improve sleep and to help you to feel more relaxed, more mindful and more present when you are ready to go to bed and relax into your Monday evening. So thank you so much, guys. Any questions, just let me know in the chat, and I would love to know who's practicing with me as well. Thank you, William. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you so much. And otherwise, have a great evening, guys. We do have on YouTube as well a collection of different MoreMind classes. So you can always check those out if you'd like to try any others. We also have elemental yoga therapy on Thursday lunchtimes, and a MoreMind reconnect and recharge class on Sundays as well. So we have a few dotted across the week. If you enjoyed this, we're offering different styles of MoreMind classes across the week on the online schedule as well. So we would love to see you there for more classes too. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Hazel. Lovely to practice with you all this evening, guys. And if anyone has fallen asleep, do not worry, that happens all the time. I hope that you have an enjoyable sleep or wake up and can get to bed. Cool. Thank you guys so much. And if anyone does have any questions, please do let me know. Please connect with me on Instagram or email, LizJoyOakley or liz@moreyoga.co.uk. Otherwise, I will say good night to everybody. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday.